welcome back. We have Ashley here with us today. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
So, two questions in one. First one, where's your home?
My actual home outside of London?
Where's your home in your heart?
My home in my heart. Well, I grew up in Niagara,
Okay.
so I guess that's where my home in my heart would be. Just last year, my mom got married and moved to Florida. So it's not really home, but if home's where your family is, then that, I guess, would be home.
All right. And I want to know a little bit about the campaign video.
Yeah.
Parody off of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I know a lot of people were, loving the rapping in it. It was a very different way to go with things. Tell us a little bit about it.
It actually was not my idea at all. Jordan had mentioned it, and I was like, I don't know about that. And then he's just like, don't worry, I'll take care of it, and this is what we're going to do. And I'm like, all right, I won't stress about it. You can do it. So he did a great job. He got me to rap, which was something I didn't think was going to happen. Didn't sound too bad. Not as good as him, but definitely good.
I thought your rapping skills were pretty up to par.
Thank you.
Talking about your soft bursary.
Yeah.
One concern that I saw was that although I do see that it is expensive to be a soft, some students may have a concern that it's coming out of their student fee to the USC. So how do you think that this should be funded? Should it be funded through the USC fee, or should it be funded through the O-week fee that the Frosh pay?
So first, right now, when the budget gets set for O-week, the university does pay into that. They give about $30,000 to the O-week budget, and it's something that gets done in May, which is right when we would start, right through transition, right when we'd be elected, and it's something that I believe is very important. I think everybody who should have the opportunity to solve shouldn't be put down because of financial accessibility, and it's something that I'm 100% willing to fight for, because it is expensive to be a soft. There are many fees that come with it. Even taking an extra week off of work to come to London early is one, and a lot of students may not be able to afford it, and I don't think that should be something that stops them.
And why focus on giving a bursary to softs and not at, say, students who want to play intramural sports or join clubs that don't have the funding for that?
So this was one specific thing, just about softing. Some things have come up about clubs and stuff, and there's the grant system that is being, from $80,000 has been put in place to be $100,000, or from $80,000 moved up to $100,000 for students to apply to next year, and that's available to any student. This was just an area that I felt we needed to target, as there are a lot of students that are involved in it.
Let's talk about your study space off campus. Do you think that London libraries would be willing to reserve space just for Western students? And how do you think that would work?
Definitely they are. I've been in contact with some people from there. The one particular, her name is Ellen. She is more than willing, wants to help, wants the London Public Libraries to be part of Western. They do a lot for students already. In terms of every student who goes to school here can have a library card for free. They have practice rooms available to students who are in music who need the space. And it's something that we've been addressed as there isn't enough study space on campus. There's a portion of every building on campus that has to have study space if it's newly renovated or if it's being built. And it's something that we want to continue to provide for students. However, we realize that it's not enough. And the best thing I thought and what my team thought was to provide space off campus. And this was something that they're really eager to work with us on.
Do you think there'll be a high enough demand for students to want to go off campus? I mean, a lot of students feel like this is their home, they want to study here.
Yeah.
Is it going to be effective?
Well, one thing we did when we were building our platform was looking through Twitter, actually, and seeing what problems students are constantly tweeting about. And one of the things was there wasn't even space off campus for them to study. Students wanted lists of places off campus if they knew any coffee shops that would let them, buy a coffee and stay for a couple hours to study. I thought the London Public Libraries was the best first place of outreach.
All right.
Let's talk about Project Learn for a sec. Two of the other teams have points specifically address it. What does your team feel about Project Learn?
So our team feels though Project Learn was set in place because of obviously actions that have happened from students, and we really feel that going and fighting it isn't the right answer. We feel like that will just further show the other side that students are, might come off as a little aggressive. We believe that it is a conversation that needs to be had, and it does affect a lot of students, and it is something they've been complaining about. So it is something we would like to address. We didn't want to put it on a platform as something like that, though.
Okay. I have a question for you specifically. It really caught my eye on your platform. I just want to know, though, are you hungry? Need a snack?
I'm always hungry.
You're always hungry? We could tell. A lot of your platform addresses food options, breakfast at the Wave. Tell us a little bit about why this is a passion of yours.
One of the big parts of Western, the student experience for me, is the Spoke and the Wave. I absolutely love it. I think the people that work here are great. I think it's a place where it creates a lot of community, a lot of pride is in the Spoke. You can look at it from the names engraved on the tables. It is a place where people come together on campus. Food always brings people together, and I thought this was something that students would benefit from.
Awesome.
What's the one thing that you want to see done the most? And what's one thing on your platform, it's a big platform, that you realistically don't think might get done?
One thing I think is the most important to me would be the beyond the lecture hall. It's something that Jordan has touched on more from an external side, is really the experiential learning, working with what BizInc currently is, working with community partners, bringing those businesses onto campus to support students who are interested, not necessarily just entrepreneurs in BMOS, but also students that are artists, people who make art, who do things, any type of experience outside of the classroom, whether you want to do it when you leave Western for a job or you're interested to get that experience, even just to make a well-rounded resume, is something that I think is important that students need. One of the things is that me?
Might be. Don't worry about it.
Sorry.
You're good.
One of the things maybe wouldn't happen as much, there's an app for that. I would say that's probably one of the less feasible ones if I had to pick, just because I personally don't know how to do that. The computer science program at Western their end of year project is to work on the Western app, and I do believe that that is something that they could work on in partnership with the USC. And I know Team Whalen has a app, so I definitely think that if they can do it, it's something we can definitely work on.
Awesome. Honest answers. Okay, last question. We're going to hit you hard with this one on the head, just like we did Pat. If you had to pick someone from any other slate, who would you pick and why?
Pat Whalen, 100%.
Okay.
He's just a really good, well-rounded guy, has a lot of experience, has a lot of passion. I think he proved that in the debate last night.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on. Really enjoyed seeing you, and we'll enjoy seeing you at the future
Thanks so much.
debates. All right, guys, stick around. We'll be right back.